A little longer. I've had so many stories to share about it. We've been here for a while, and I don't know if we're going to extend the 20-minute allotted time. Anyway, good evening, everybody. For those of you who I haven't met, I'm Brian. I'm Andy's younger brother or older brother. It all depends on if you're counting or responsible or. I'm definitely honored to speak on behalf of my brother, and I couldn't thank you anymore for picking me, so thank you, Andy. I'd also like to thank everybody that's made the trip, near and far. There's people that have come from out of state, and people that have just driven up the road, so thank you all for coming to share this evening with us. Mr. and Mrs. Shipman, thank you for raising such a wonderful daughter that's willing to marry my brother. And Mom and Dad, thank you for keeping Andy alive. I really swear there's a couple times that I didn't think Andy would make it. So if anybody doesn't know Andy, you know that he loves to have a great time, regardless of if it's something he's supposed to be. He shouldn't take it seriously. Like school, for example. Growing up, he never had the patience to do tedious or monotonous homework, assignments, or projects. His way to handle these assignments would either not do them or figure out some way to have some fun. So this mindset led him to the following accolades. In middle school class, which I think there's a few of you in here, it was middle school science class, and their assignment was to make a simple household machine using levers and pulleys. Andy and his genius group of friends decided to make the poop stomper. This is a work boot invention that will step on dog poop so you don't have to. I'm pretty sure the class thought it was hilarious, but the teacher wasn't as excited. There was also the high school calculus, pre-calculus trigonometry class, where they were supposed to make a video showing the uses of math in everyday life. Andy and his friends decided to film a video of them toilet papering a fellow classmate's house while explaining the perfect angle and trajectory of the
inverse parabola. Call calculus on this.
The perfect angle and trajectory of the toilet paper roll to reach the highest evergreen tree in our neighborhood. I can't quite remember if this led him to the principal's office, but I definitely remember my dad getting a phone call from the HOA president whose daughter was the victim of this assignment, saying he wasn't complete. Needless to say, it wasn't the greatest conversation between Andy and my father. And finally, there was the high school Spanish class video. There was a video with simple directions that make a video in Spanish.
No.
Andy and his friends entitled the video, Los Chicos Se Llaman Chicos, translated, The Boys Will Be Boys. I'm sure a copy of this video still exists somewhere, but needless to say, it wasn't school appropriate. The teacher was appalled, and I think it landed him in the principal's office. Andy's love for fun carried outside the classroom as well. I know, it's a shocker. But we all know Andy loves to have a great time and isn't afraid to have a drink, or 10. He's usually the life of the party and has left us all with an epic Andy story or two. I won't get into any of the details, but I'm sure if you ask any of these groomsmen, they'd be happy to embarrass the hell out of Andy later. So me being the younger brother, I'm observing all of this as I've been growing up, trying to figure out my place in life. I quickly realized this left me with two options. Do something Andy hasn't done before, which frankly wasn't much. Or do something Andy has already done, get in trouble for doing it, and get an even worse punishment for seeing what happened to Andy and not learning from it. It didn't take me long to realize that my parents wouldn't tolerate Andy's recycled tricks, so instead I tried to outdo my brother in academics and sports, which really wasn't that easy. Again, for anyone that knows Andy knows how extremely intelligent he is, and his knack for making things look easy. Growing up, we generally took the same advanced classes, and I admit my grades were slightly better. But the hours I spent studying far outnumbered Andy and the hours that he spent to comprehend the subject. The same goes for sports and games. I practiced basketball, baseball, and soccer for hours. Andy would say, "Yo, what's up, bro? What do you got?" And he would usually win. In video games, I don't think I ever beat him ever. Which brings me to my final point: video games and Hana. Anyone who knows Andy knows how much he loves video games. From the first Atari system to Nintendo to Sega Genesis to Game Gear, Andy's played it all. And I mean, he isn't one of those creepy nerds that hasn't seen the sun in months, but Andy doesn't object to spending a few quality hours phoning noobs on the internet. When Andy met Hana, circa 2005, he was in college, which consisted of him going to classes for the midterms and finals. He worked part-time and had ample free time. I'd say gaming consumed a significant portion of his free time. I mean, to this day, he still won't admit how many hours he's logged on his favorite game in the World of Warcraft. So it was about 2005, and I can remember I called my house to check up with my parents on our weekly phone calls. Before I could even ask how they were doing, Mom said, "Your brother has a new girlfriend." And all I could think of was, oh man, I bet he's landed her playing video games. I bet she's a virtual girlfriend. Do I know if she's even real? Before any of these smart-ass remarks could come out of my mouth, my mom continued, "Dad and I met her this weekend. They met each other at work. She's an angel, an absolute angel. Your brother better not let this one pass by." Which brings us to Hana. Hana, you look absolutely stunning this evening. From the day Andy introduced us to our family, we've been anxiously waiting for this day. The two of you complement each other perfectly. You laugh at Andy's jokes. You appreciate/tolerate. And you keep him on his toes with your quick wit and intelligence. We're beyond excited to officially welcome you into the family, and are truly excited to see you and Andy begin your lives together. So in closing, I have a little toast. Would everybody please raise their glass? Andy and Hana, may you together continue Andy's quest to find fun in every aspect of life. Laugh frequently, and make sure you always make time to enjoy a drink or two. Cheers.